Good morning. Good morning. Welcome or welcome back to Bookeemonsters. My name is PK. It is Friday, May 3rd. Hope you're having a good day. TGIF, we made it. If you are those who do the Monday through Friday kind of thing in whatever form. For everybody else, you were waiting for us. We get it. We get it. Quick announcements. We do not have sprints tonight. Our next sprints are tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Eastern, and those will go for 5 hours. I do every Tuesday and Thursday evenings and Saturday afternoons. Good morning, Kim. How are you doing? Oh, commercial. Hope you had a good night. Any plans for the weekend? I do not have any, and I like it that way, other than the sprints. Good morning, Anita. How you doing? Welcome. We're going to be looking at cozy mysteries today because nothing else really caught our attention. And there's always a lot of cozies. Shall we jump in? The Right to Remain Silent, a Poppy Perkins mystery. This is book number 6 by Jasmine Webb. I kind of like the cover. It's cartoony, but I like it. Winter has hit San Francisco, and a surprise snowstorm has hit the city. But instead of staying warm and curled up with a cup of hot cocoa, Poppy quickly finds herself mired in a case of theft from a local art gallery. While battling the elements as well as the thieves, Poppy finds her life taking another unexpected turn when her book begins generating buzz, and she finds herself becoming a bit of a celebrity in town. It's great for her ego, but not the best when she's trying to investigate a case. But as Poppy gets mired deeper into the investigation, it turns out there's more to this case than meets the eye. Will she and Ophelia figure out who's really behind all of this before it's too late? Well, she's done it 5 times before. The odds are ever in her favor. Thank you. And how are you? I am fine. Thank you very much. I am very glad it's Friday. I'm ready, willing and able to have a weekend. Kim, okay, trying to get stuff together for house dog sitting. That's right, you have 4 and book sale hour north of me. Ooh. We are intrigued now. Cornbread, Ribs, and Murder, a Chocolate Martini Sisters, book number 3 by Brenda Whiteside and Joyce Prowl. It's a rib cook-off with a recipe for murder. Nicole Earp and Emma Bainfield are celebrating another birthday at the Dulce Inn with the added fun of a rib cook-off in the park. Not only are chocolate martinis in their plans, Nick has her heart set on winning the cornbread contest. But as the excitement bakes, someone is stirring up trouble for the inn and its employees. Strange occurrences at the Dulce are on the rise. Slashed tires, menacing phone calls, and unsavory characters add a vibe that threatens the sisters' anticipated fun-filled stay. When the hot-headed hotel owner is caught wielding a bloody letter opener over a dead coworker, the sisters are embroiled in a caper to help the one person who finds their sleuthing as welcomed as a rattlesnake in her bed. But is she innocent? I'm glad for the weekend. Going to Hobby Expo tomorrow. Oh, cool. Like all kinds of different hobbies. Are they selling stuff too? They must be. Rock the Boat by Emma Ainsley. Second in that series. This is actually coming out May 8th. It's a little too far ahead of us. Hollywood and Hangovers, An Antiques and Drinks book number 3. Double check the date. May 1st. Okay, we're okay. This is by Casey Bellinger. Join Annie and Chester. Hello. Let's share the tab. Share the love. Join Annie and Chester as they embark on an adventure to sunny California away from the snow and the small town drama. Thrilled to be staying beachside at the Gibson estate, Annie can't wait to sink her tired feet in the warm sand outside her window. However, there's a catch. Angie Gibson needs Annie, too similar names, to help her find Hollywood's lost spirits. They keep disappearing. Maybe they've crossed over. Rumor has it that someone has been attaching famous ghosts to objects and selling them for top dollar. The Gibsons believe the antique dealer John Daly is to blame. Now, the most recent cemetery resident, the famous Sophie Jackson, has gone missing. Annie agrees to keep John busy while the Gibsons try to find her. Can Annie help the recently departed actress before her ghost gets sold on the black market, or will Annie be too late? Well, I give it points for being unique. Unique concept. Can we have an anniversary dinner for our pastor tonight? This weekend marks his 30th year at our church. That is fantastic. I don't know if you see that very much anymore. I think they do tend to like move around. At least they do here in Montana. Anita, yep, all different hobbies are on show and lots of products on sale, as well as free demo classes. That sounds like an all day, at least, at the very least, kind of thing. You could spend all day, and they probably have food. I'm coming. I'll be there. Natural Ingredients, a Sienna Monroe Cozy Mystery, book number 11 by Stella Dorn. It's another one of those faceless ones. It's been over 3 years since Sienna's fresh start in her new hometown in Middle Tennessee. Today, she finds herself at the most charming wedding venue in Columbia for the unexpected wedding of. When her dearest friend Aurelia Simpson seeks Sienna's help when her nephew Riley is accused of attempted murder, the strangest of circumstances unfold. The next brief lull in Sienna's amateur sleuthing is interrupted by a notorious copycat killer making his way to her cozy hometown. Perhaps the biggest surprise is the impact of what's unearthed while Sienna is staying in a villa in the French countryside town of Montagne de Reims. Somehow this all ties together. Required corpse. 50th year in the ministry. Oh, nice. Anita, it started on Thursday and ends on Sunday. You have lots of different small spots to eat something. Wow. One could actually spend a weekend, I imagine. Kind of long, though, if you're a vendor. But if that's how you make your money, that's what you do. Coffee's required. Required Corpse. A Community College Mystery, book number 2 by L.M. Harper. Let's double check the date. Yep, we're good. Summer has come to East Syracuse, Indiana. I just looked at the cover. The dog's like, we're still going for a walk, right? Hello, walk. And Miranda Vincent is enjoying the peaceful break between semesters. Campus is quiet, and even Miranda's assistant is working hard to prepare for fall classes. As the 4th of July draws near, Miranda is looking forward to setting off some fireworks of her own with a handsome local police officer. But the peace and quiet won't last long. When Laura Levinson, the town curmudgeon, is found dead in her home, the police assumed she killed herself. Laura's personal assistant, Dorothy Mitchell, knows the woman would never have taken her own life. Dorothy asks Miranda to help convince the police to investigate, but their request backfires when Dorothy is arrested for her boss's murder. Miranda knows Dorothy is innocent, but the police seem confident they found the killer. Can Miranda find the real killer and clear her friend's name? If you're looking for an academic-ish kind of setting. A jaunty jam. Word jaunty isn't used enough in life anymore. Work that into a sentence today, into a conversation. Use the word jaunty. Double points if you use jaunty jam in that conversation. This is by Juno Harvey. Yep, date is good. Fourth in the Mulberry Mysteries. Here's Rosemary Exeter again, the not so typical owner of the preserved mulberry, where jams and pickles are her specialty, and solving murders is just a quirky side hobby. When a man turns up dead in Justin Gentleman's farm dam, Rosemary's quiet life in the tourist town of Mulberry takes an unexpected turn. The Jaunty Jaloppers, a group of ex-work colleagues, are notorious for their snarky treasure hunts every 5 years. They got me at snark. This time, the hunt is a lot more chaotic. As Rosemary juggles between running her shop and playing amateur detective, she uncovers a tangled mess of secrets and scandals. Add a suspiciously attentive man as Jasper's long-lost father and the antics of Mulberry's quirky residents complicating matters, and Rosemary's adventure takes on a whole new level. Join her on a journey through the twists and turns of this cozy mystery where secrets, betrayals, and unexpected alliances are served up with a strong cup of tea, a cupcake, and some jaunty jam. Yeah, this doesn't really have a cover. Let's see if they've got a cover over here. They do not. Is it actually out? It is actually out. Let's. No. The book that shall have no cover. We're going minimalist. This is New Year's Eve at Hargrove House by C.J. Meads, third in that series. The annual New Year's Eve party at Hargrove House takes on a Cluedo murder mystery theme, and it is thrown into complete disarray when one of the special guests, capital letters, is apparently found murdered. Due to the bad weather, everyone is locked in. We're shocked. At the stunning ancestral home with no one able to get in or out. Who is the killer? CJ Gray, his enigmatic partner, enigmatic drinking game. Eden Song, and his loyal dog Oscar are drawn into another adventure of murder, blackmail, greed, corruption, lust, and romance. There are plenty of twists and turns in this roller coaster story with the usual red herrings to throw you off the scent. Okay. Deep-Wetted Blues. Have I read the Women's Murder Club mysteries? I have not. I'm aware of them, and I came very close recently for the audiobook. It is on my TBR. Have you and do you like them? I'd like to. And when they first came out, I remember being intrigued. Deep-Wetted Blues, a Deep Lakes cozy mystery. April 10th. Never mind. Wild Irish Yenta. Well, how about this for some cultural clashing? By Joyce Sanderly. Do killers, stock manipulators, and kidnappers stalk the temple? After the body of Roberto Gomez is discovered in Temple Israel's parking lot, Patricia Weiss, née Riley, exchanges her suburban mom sneakers for gumshoes to investigate the supposed hit and run. Inspired by her police detective dad, Patricia feels compelled to uncover who killed the hardworking custodian and why. Before she can progress with her investigation or work on problems in her difficult marriage to a busy cardiologist and his controlling Jewish mother, she is plunged into the temple's troubles. Her mentor, Rabbi Deborah, who has guided Patricia through her own recent conversion to Judaism, disappears after delivering a controversial sermon in support of interfaith marriage. Despite her husband's concerns, Patricia joins forces with her buddy Brenda. Designating themselves the Yenta Patrol, they unravel the mysteries. That sounds cute. And it's a real book. It's 348 pages. Oh, I think that's cute. Book 24? There's 24 books already? Where have I been? I like them just started the new one. Wow. Okay, maybe it moves up in my. Once they start hitting big numbers like that, I'm even more intrigued because it has lasted the test of time and audiences. You've convinced me. I'm moving it up. Death by Misadventure, an Amy Hammond cozy mystery. Book number 22. Speaking of long lasting, it doesn't say how many pages it is. Oh, there it is, 298. Hello. This is by Tia Brown. Peter Cunningham's goddaughter needs help when her mother is murdered at beautiful Corfe Castle. Her bomb disposal officer father died before she was born, and he's been in loco parentis ever since. But his wife and partner, her father died, and he's been in loco parentis ever since. But his wife and partner in crime solving, Amy isn't surprised. There's just a whole bunch of issues here that she hasn't realized how close they are before because they're both quiet, reserved, secretive types. Can Amy and Peter and old and new friends solve an old murder as well as a new one and protect the fragile process in Northern Ireland? Will their old friends Becky and Colin have the beautiful wedding at Swansmere that they both deserve before they move into new roles? And what will happen to a conspiracy theorist who's just realized that the deep state isn't quite what he thought it was? I don't know. I think that needed to be cleaned up a little bit more. None of those books have covers on Goodreads, and the only reviews are by the author. Oh, wow. Anita, all James Patterson's books are awesome. Have not found a bad one yet. He has many different series and standalone. He does, and actually, one that I usually recommend is I read the nonfiction he was involved in uh, about Epstein and the stuff that went on there. That one I do recommend highly. Came out a few years ago, so it's not updated information, but yeah, that guy was a piece of work. Mystery on Meadowsweet Grove by Claire Chase. That sounds like a book that Cajun would read. She always finds those cute titles. I love them. An Eve Mallow mystery, book number 12 by Claire Chase. Saxford St. Peter is having an open gardens day, but one of the villagers has murder, not marigolds, in mind, and now Eve Mallow needs to unearth a killer. Everyone in Saxford is delighted when jeweler Cleo Marbeck suggests a prize for the village's best garden. Flowers are planted, grass is cut, and the competition is on. But the event only digs up dirt. 25 years ago, a young woman fell to her death in Cleo's house, and rumors soon resurface about Cleo's part in the tragedy. Eve's best friend Viv is hosting Stevie, her son's fiance, ahead of the wedding. On the open garden day, Stevie has a horrible flashback, the memory of a woman lying at the bottom of a staircase, but she sees it in a totally different house from the one where Honor died. Hours later, Cleo's body is found, drowned in her own pond. Almost everyone in Saxford has been in and out of her garden, sowing suspicion everywhere. But Eve is convinced the flashback has triggered the crime, and when the police turn their sights on Stevie, she'll have to work fast to solve the case and save the wedding. So, who wanted Cleo in the ground? The son of the woman who died out for revenge? The employee passed over for promotion? Her long term lover, who she refused to marry? And why do so many suspects live in Meadowsweet Grove? When someone else takes a tumble downstairs, Eve knows she's close to grubbing up the truth. But can she catch the killer, or is she heading for a fatal fall? Death at the Chelsea. Third in the 1920s murder mysteries by Anna Sayburn Lane. The prettiest flowers can be deadly. Detective duo Mrs. Jamieson and Marjorie Swallow are called to investigate when a renowned garden designer suspects that someone is sabotaging her priceless Himalayan sapphire lilies ahead of the 1923 Chelsea Flower Show. But soon it's not just the flowers that are dying. Rival gardeners, intrepid plant hunters, and even King George V himself are caught up in a poisonous bouquet with its roots deep in the mountains of Tibet. This requires all her wit, charm, and pluck to solve. Oh, that one I've not read. You see that Princess Charlotte turned 9 already? Gorgeous picture. Oh, that is all we have time for today. So we'll have to remember we are next on Monday starting on the Italian Riviera. We'll have to think about that all weekend. Speaking of weekend, hope you guys have a good one. Time flies too fast. It does, and I love those kids. Yep, I I have very fond feelings for the British royal family and William and Catherine and the kids. Wish them lots of good vibes. It's a hard world out there. Okay, so we've looked at the new releases pretty much as best as possible this week, stuff that was coming out this week. Hope you found one or two things to interest you. I know I have. It's usually at least one a day, sometimes more. Take care, guys. You too. So, again, no sprints tonight, but we do have sprints tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Eastern. They'll go for 5 hours. Bring a book. Love William's Little Boy Wave. Yeah. And I think with the influence of Catherine's side of the family, they're going to grow up way more emotionally healthy than other branches. At least have a shot. All right. Have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. If I'm not able to see you, hope to see you on Monday morning. And as the banner says here, don't be a bookworm, be a bookie monster. Nom nom nom. Have a good day and God bless.